Hello, then, of course, welcome back. We have with us this morning representatives of the Bini community here today. I'd like for them to introduce themselves, starting, of course, with Dr. Councillor. Please introduce yourself to us, sir.
I'm David Councillor Obaze. I hail from Benin, and so I'm one of the members of the community in London here.
Wonderful. Welcome, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much for receiving
And, of
us.
course, also yourself, sir.
My name is Monday Osamoji Ibude. I am the UK coordinator of this 30th anniversary coronation of our great Oba, His Royal Majesty Omonobanendo Uku Apolopolo Oba Eridiawa CFR of the Benin Kingdom.
Right, thank you for being with us. I'd like to also, for you to greet your people in your own language as well, those who are watching us. Why not?
Yes, indeed. The traditional language is Koyo, Wakoyo, Ado, and this is saying hello to everybody. Mahoni Maguwagwa.
And please, for Mr. Monday, to tell us why you are here. Now, I can see this wonderful picture of this fantastic monarch. Tell us a little bit about the history of this wonderful event.
Okay, I do that. This is our Oba, a great man. He was born in the year 22nd June 1923. At the age of 8, his father sent him to school. So he started his education. I tell you the relevance of this education because he is the first monarch in the world to be highly educated. So the chronological education is when 1938 to 1939, he went to Edo College. That is our college in Benin City, Nigeria, one of the oldest Benin City colleges in Nigeria. And from there, he went to Ibadan University, Ibadan College, from 1940 to 1945. When finishing from there, he went to Cambridge to do law. Between 1948 to 1951, and that is why he is actually the most educated monarch in the world. And again, he's so liberated, although of course the father was like that too, but the father didn't attain as much education or qualification as he is. But the father is a wiser person to stay here in the future of him as a monarch. So he did this constitution, law, history, and everything.
That is absolutely
in this country.
Amazing.
And then, so before during this time, he was crowned at the age of 66. When he was 66, his father lived so long, this man was waiting. And again, but the good thing about it is that he had the privilege of working under the civil law, civil administration, local government, central government, around the whole country.
Right.
And no one actually have done that in the history of monarchy, natural ruler, both anywhere at all. He knows his people. He knows his people. And that is why the Benin people, the Benin people, the Edo people, the state of Edo are very proud, really proud to be under this reign of
Well, Dr. Councillor, I am so honored that we're here, that you're here today, because really, Monday, I'd like for you to give us some information about the events that you have planned here and also that will be going on home as well.
Yes. First and foremost, the event is taking place at home, and it's also taking place here. The event at home in Nigeria, Benin City, will be taking place from today, the 18th, to the 29th of this month.
Wow.
It's starting already. Before we come to the studio, we just talked to the Chief Isekure of Benin Kingdom.
Right.
The whole thing have already started at home. And again, in this kingdom here, United Kingdom, The event is taking place on the 28th, Saturday, the 28th of March. That is next Saturday, not this one, the upper Saturday coming. And all the citizens of Edo State and friends of Africans are all invited to this occasion, because this is the very first time this kind of celebration is being done outside the Benin Kingdom, in fact, outside Africa. So there are some of the side attractions on this program on that day. What makes it more peculiar is that we are all aware that the Benins are really, really the art and the center of culture of Africa.
Will you be able to show that and demonstrate that on that day with your food, your art, your tradition?
Yes, on that day, there are going to be display for people to see for the first time some of the artwork, the bronze artwork of Benin, which you can never find anywhere. And again, you're going to see that day some of our traditional dances that our people may not be able to dance anywhere. But this is taking place because we are doing and celebrating the 30 years of a great man, a great monarch, His Royal Majesty of Monobadedu Uku Akpolopolo. It's only at his occasion that such a thing that had not been done will be privileged to be performed. And this is why we are having the privilege to do it here now in United Kingdom. And we are also going to display that day our form of traditional wear in the days of old and the modern traditional wear of the Edo people.
Wonderful.
So the Edo people and the people who are in fashion in this country and outside this country are cordially invited, because they will have much to gain on that day. And again, there's going to be a very, very provoking speech on that day on the uniqueness of the monarchy and in the Edo Kingdom.
I hear what you're saying.
Yes.
I'd like to ask you a little bit now about relationship and the importance of your monarch, really, not only to your people, but also to the Nigeria in a whole. Explain briefly so we can understand the importance. What does he bring to the table? Maybe,
Yes.
Councillor, you can give me some feedback on that.
Actually, there's the historical story about Benin. There are great warriors. They have extended their strength, their empire around West Africa to Southwest Africa, all along Dahomey, all over the whole place. You can say there are warriors also. They've conquered and then colonized a lot of countries, areas along West Africa. The unfortunate thing that I regret that we didn't do, like the French did or the English did, that we didn't force them to learn Benin, the language. Our language is Benin Edo, E-D-O, Edo language. It's a difficult language, but we all learn it. And then we could have also asked the area that we fought and conquered also to learn that. But we carried most of our tradition, like Mr. Ibude was saying, our cultural heritage, like carving, dancing, history, stories, folks, music.
All that you've been able to package. I want to bring us up to date to today now. What is the influence that the monarch is bringing to the table in Nigeria on a whole and for us here? What would you put on the table for us to understand?
The fortunate thing about that is...
what relationships have been forward?
Yes, we are a Commonwealth country. We've been imparting... I cannot imagine history of Africa without starting with Nigeria, with a Benin history, especially with the Commonwealth countries. So, as I said earlier, this Oba have actually worked on a local government, central government. He has actually impacted a lot of these functions, culture, into these places. So the Commonwealth countries, all black people should know that they have actually associated or linked with the Edo people, who have a history that is really not...
very unique, I must
very
say.
Unique, thank you very much.
Now, what I was thinking now, you know, for example, yesterday,